Alright guys, it's LSP. This is day 19 review. I'm not going to be hanging around very long. Just wanted to throw something up there for day 19, which would have been the 9th of February. Because it's currently Saturday the 10th of February, but this one's for the 9th of February, Friday's trading. Didn't trade. I didn't feel that the market was favourable at the time. So the balance still currently sits at 239.87 on the challenge account. So far so good. And there's not really much else to discuss, guys. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I will in the look ahead video. So when I throw the look ahead video, make sure that you watch that, because I'm going to go over some of the things that I'm going to be looking for in the coming week, and what I'm going to be focusing on, what pairs I'm going to be focusing on, and what possible trades I'll be looking to to get into. So with that said, there's a Twitter trader on Twitter who's DM'd me and asked me some questions about stop losses. So a shout out to @N9bro, and this one's for you, mate. I'll just go over a few little bits. Your question in terms of stops and whatnot. What I would say is this. I know that your question is specific to this challenge account, and how am I sizing? There's a couple of things that I need to make very, very clear before I answer this question. Wow, my wife again. Incredible. Her timing is unbelievable. There's a couple of things that I need to address first. Firstly, I've said this a lot. I'm a very aggressive trader. I'm a very intuitive trader, right? And I trade based on experiences that I've had in the marketplace before. I try to trade in a way that makes sense to me, and not allow other people's opinions to get in my, to get into my head and change, what I do and what I'm looking at. The reason I say that is because being an aggressive trader with a small account like this, the numbers can be very skewed. The numbers can be slightly out. Yeah, I have a general risk management, procedure, and something that I stick to, something that I won't go outside of. Yeah, but when you have such a small account like this, first of all, you're dealing with minimums. I can't go any lower than a 0.10 lot on this. Yeah? So what I tend to do is this, and like I said to you when I DM'd you back, as a scalper, I'm looking for the tightest possible stop that makes the most sense, right? 15, 20, 25, 30, that's the general rule of thumb that I stick to. If I'm in the market with a 15 pip stop, it's because I'm staring at the screen and I'm really paying attention. That's the first thing. If I'm in the market with a 30 pip stop, then it's something that I can walk away from and come back and check, or check when I'm out and about on my mobile, right? It's very important to know that, because when you're sitting in front of the screen and you're doing a quick scalp, you have to be there to watch price action. Is it going to go against you? Is it for you? Is it giving you the, is it doing what you expect it to do? You need to see the small little nuances in price action, the little blips, the little turns, I like to watch all of that, because it gives me a better feel for what's happening in that moment. But sizing accordingly, depending on whatever account size that you have. I'm assuming that you're trading a smaller account that you're trying to build up. When you're doing that, my advice to you would be this. Try to, first of all, go onto Google and search for pip calculator. Right, just type in pip calculator. I think there's one by FX Pro, if I remember. It's pretty good. And for the pairs that you trade, do a calculation right for a 0.10 lot. So 0.10 lot, and it will give you what that pip value is for, say, the euro, the cable, the loonie, and so on, right? And do it for the ones that you normally trade, and then work it out for a 0.10, 0.20, 0.30, 0.40, 0.50, and do a little grid or a little piece of paper on your side or a notepad and write them all down. How much am I going to lose if I get stopped out at 15 pips, 20 pips, 25 pips, and 30 pips? Yeah. And then when you're opening a trade, once you have that, it's something that you can quickly reference straight away. It's like, I'm getting into this trade. I know it's the Euro USD. I know that a 0.10 lot for me on this account's 10 pence. So I know that if a 15 pip stop is going to be a £1.50 stop out, I know a 20 pip stop is going to be £2. I know a 25 pip stop is going to be £2.50, and I know a 30 pip stop is going to be £3. So I know all of that. And then I will size according to what the market's telling me. So just in this example, let's say for argument's sake, the market goes up, it comes back down. This is the kind of pattern that I look for. So I get in right here and I put a stop where the horizontal line is, right? That's 12 pips. So I'm just going to take it to 15. Yeah, and I know I've got a £1.50 risk at a 0.10 lot, and I know it's a £3 risk at a 0.20 lot because it's double, and I know that's going to be a £4.50 lot loss if I get stopped out at 15 pips on a 0.3, and so on and so on and so on. Yeah, it's quite easy to work out, and that's it. So where my stop would normally be in this case here, if that was 20 pips, then I would use a 20 pip stop. If that was 30 pips, then I would use a 30 pip stop. If it's outside of maximum, say 40 pips or so on, say, Euro USD, I'm not going to be in the trade. I'm just not going to be in the trade because I'm a scalper. If I'm trading the pound Japanese yen, then like I said to you in the DM, it's about 50 pips generally. I won't go any lower than 50 pips unless I find a really nice entry. But generally, it's a 50 pip stop, and I'll drop the size. So these are just ideas. I hope it helps. I don't want to go, too much into my personal risk management because everybody has to find their own. And I hope it helps you what I've said. And if you've got any more issues, any more problems, or if you want to go over something else, just send me a quick DM again, and I'll do my best to help you out, mate. All right? So wicked. Have a great weekend, everybody. We're on to 50. Yeah. So basically tomorrow won't be this evening, but yeah, tomorrow maybe Sunday pre-market. I'll do a look ahead video, throw it up there so people can have a quick look for what I'm going to be looking for going into the current week. And I will see you all in that video. Alright guys, so have a great weekend. All the best. I'll speak to you soon.